Hi, welcome to Eastern Floral's December Design at Home box called Deck the Door. So we're gonna do a beautiful 24-inch evergreen wreath today, and I'm gonna show you how to attach a few items, and then you can have it for your front door, porch, deck, anything like that. So like I said, you're gonna get your wreath. You will get 3 large millimeter balls, and these are like a glass, so just be very careful with those. You're going to receive a pre-made bow, some winterberry, and some pieces of bind wire that you'll be able to attach. So we're going to start with your wreath. On the back, there's a hard metal frame that everything is attached to. And when you look at it, when you get it, you're going to find, of course it's hiding on me now, a little wire hook. Here we go. Now this is put here in case you need to hang it on a nail or something, but this wire frame is also really sturdy just to go right on. But the nice thing about it is it gives us a top so that we always know where we're going to be designing. So remember, this is your top, and lay it down. I have it all the way away from me so that this is what my wreath will look like. All right, so this beautiful bow will be pre-made for you with 2 long tails. There is wire in this, so let's say it gets a little smushed. All you gotta do is fluff it out. While you're working on it, it'll probably get smushed too, but at any point you can just fluff it. So I turned my wreath a little bit, again finding where my hook is, and I'm gonna place that, and I'm gonna go completely underneath and over both of these pieces of heavy wire for the frame. And we're gonna twist it and twist it. Now, the reason I'm going there over both of those wires is because this is where all of the weight will be, and we wanna make sure that this bow isn't gonna fall off in the wind or anything like that, or if you have a nice nest of birds that are gonna come. So I have this leftover piece of bind wire after I twist. And what I'm gonna do is just sort of find some other things to twist it around. I know, it's not very technical, is it? But it's gonna help to find things to go around just to keep it secure. Because if you just left it there, that can unbind, again, the wind, you just never know. So there it is. We're gonna fluff the ribbon again, like so. So there's the start. Have our tails hang down. So you can cut them if you'd like, a little shorter, but they'll definitely be longer when they come to you. The next thing we're gonna do is add our millimeter balls. Now, there's 3 of them, so we sort of wanna evenly place them. So I'll say, you know, like 1, 2, 3. So when I'm doing them, this is a very heavy gauge wire, and we're gonna do almost the same thing. We're gonna go all the way through our wreath. See how I have it coming out the back here? And we're gonna get this ball down as far as we can so that it is not floppy. So here's our wire, and if you can get it to come all the way back up and around your ball like this, so you can see I brought it up and turned it around. That is ideal. But if you can't, I'll show you what you're gonna do. Again, we're gonna come all the way, poke it right through. See how I'm coming right through there. Getting my ball and pushing it close to the wreath. Let's say I can't get it all the way through because every wreath is different. This is a really nice sturdy piece of pine, and I'm just gonna wrap that wire a couple times around that. So now from the front, you can't see it, and it's really sturdy in there, just as sturdy as this one. So either method will work. Just make sure you're not wrapping it around like a really flimsy piece of pine that's just then gonna fall. Let's add our 3rd one. We're gonna do it towards the bottom. Thanks. Again, all the way through. Make sure that my ball is all the way to that wreath base. And I'm gonna come up and go around. Okay, so there's all 3 of those beautiful glittery balls. So this is the winterberry. It's fresh. There's nice full stems of it like so. They will fall sometimes, you know, it's a live material. So if they do fall and, you know, happen to squish it or something, sometimes they might leave a little red stain. So just be very careful with them, pick them up. When you're hanging this outside though, the birds love this and they will come and definitely probably make a nest in it. So I'm cutting it. I made that one piece into 2 pieces. And we're gonna do the same thing. So sometimes what I like to do and what might be nice is cut your pieces and you're just sort of gonna lay them where you want them so that you know what you have. Because when you put them in, you really want to think about the way the wreath is going, right? It's moving in this direction. So we sort of want our things to also move in this direction, give or take. It's sort of a little awkward at the bow, but it'll look good if it's all going one way. So we want to make sure too that, you know, if you're just going to have it here, it's going to flop out. We want to make sure we get it in there, you know? So see how it looks like it's growing right with the wreath. And we're going to take our piece of bind wire and we're going to attach it just like we did the bow and everything else. We're going to try to get as much of the evergreen with that piece of winterberry. So there's my 2 pieces and I'm twisting, twisting, twisting. And again, that extra piece I'm just gonna sort of make disappear by the looks. And now look, it's in there. It's in there good and sturdy. So we're just gonna keep doing with however many pieces we have. Now the thing about winterberry also is that every piece is different. So what you get is not gonna be exactly what this is. It'll still be a big stick, but you're gonna have to think about how you're gonna cut it. So how I just cut that, and maybe we'll cut it here. Okay, so that's why it might come in handy too to put them in before. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead. I don't want that one. I don't want that one. So let's see how those are sort of not berries and they're sort of can poke an eye out. So let's just trim them up. And here we go. We're just gonna tuck it all nice in there again. Move your evergreens around. You know, you're the boss of them. They don't tell you what to do. So as long as you get right in there, they're gonna be fine. Now this one I went sort of from the bottom, so my 2 pieces I'm twisting up top. It was just easier for me at this location. And it's the same thing. I'm gonna just take those 2 little wires and I'm just gonna move them around pieces, and see, you can't even tell the wire is there. But it's good and sturdy. All right, here's another piece. This one is a little awkward, huh? Well, this is where your creativeness comes in. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna sort of get them right down in there. And that's the cool thing though about the winterberry is they all have a mind of their own. So you get to decide how you like it, and this is your wreath for your door. So as long as you like it, that's it. So I'm gonna shove it in there again, get my 2 wires to meet. And now this bind wire is green, so sometimes I lose it. Right, there we go. Maybe. Make sure you pull it tight and twist it, and then hide that wire again around some things. There's my 3rd piece. And I'm going to do one last piece here. So remember how I said everything should be going the right, like flowing the same way? But if we put this here, it would be okay. But we could, because it's where the bow is, we could go this way and it won't look very awkward at all. So feed it through. Come on, little wire. There we go. And twist away. So as you see, my hand is sort of ruining this bow, but it's not because it's on wire. So I'm going to just fluff it again, get like some fingers in there, spread it out. You can pull on these so you can get them any way that you like them. I actually want this longer one on that side. So there you go. That is your beautiful Deck the Door wreath for our December take-home box. Thanks so much.